Gollmer. And we have guest Marianne Waikiki. I am clicking on to our YouTube channel. We're going to get going for the official start of this, your TDC Today Show USA. Please bear with us as we get this going. Broadcast Zoom meeting to YouTube Live. Here we go. And we are live now. Ability USA Now. Hello to our Ability USA Now crew. So here we are, the TDC Today Show USA. Going live. All right, Emily, take it away.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the TDC Today Show. I am Emily, one of your co-hosts today, along with our host, Ambassador Kurt Roskopf. The TDC Today Show is a part of the Worlds of Ability Podcast Network, as well as the Disability Channel headquartered in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And we thank Jay Marcus Hart of Transform U, Lawrence Wingate Studios, Zach Clayton of the Pack Channel for re-airing this on their platforms. And the Disability Channel is all about helping individuals with disabilities as well as veterans. And we have been working with the Disability Channel for the past few years now. And so I'm going to hand it over to our Disability Channel Ambassador, Kurt.
All right, thank you very much, Emily. And we are without my wife, Sue. Sue Roskopf will be with us in the next episode again, but her schedule conflict was there, not joining us today. But we definitely are a strong team here, and we're appreciative of Marianne Waikiki, Marianne de Mexico, from joining us pretty routinely to help contribute to her great works at Act of Kindness. And we all met through the Happy Neighbor Project, so I like to always give kudos and ongoing thanks for Marianne for having provided a lot of sign language interpretation services for our H&P Ability program, as we all are serious about the notion that everybody networks, the Inclusion to Networking campaign. And I for sure am devoted to the idea that everything is for everybody. So no matter what we're doing, when we're awake, when we're asleep, it is something where I take a look at how are we doing, including people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. How are we doing, including people who are deaf or hard of hearing? Where are we seeing sign language interpretation being used? American Sign Language and things like this. And, we are grateful that Zoom, puts into the meeting structure and the platform a very easy way to have closed captioning and to have that transcript, through the automated voice dictation for, what we are saying during the show. So this is great TV fashion here. We're out on a couple of YouTubes. So we're at Ability USA Now. We are over the YouTube for my wife, Sue, and me. And we are recording this for all of our work here at the Disability Channel and all of our podcasting, vodcasting, live streaming partners, Transform U, PACT, nonprofit TV. And on the nonprofit side, we had in the last episode, Leon McLaughlin, and he's got, some events going on. He's got plans in the works, and he's approaching contributors, and he is professing to us the intention doing some bundle packages with us here at the Disability Channel. So this work of this platform, setting it up that people with disabilities and veterans are involved in producing television, when that gets out there in the marketplace and in the commercial sector, in the business realm, it is catching a lot of attraction. And our founder, Jay Stoyan, and the crew is having with our playground at Sirius XM. So check the Disability Channel at Sirius XM Radio. And got all of our socials, definitely our YouTube channel with the Disability Channel, and with our LinkedIn posts, and help us by reposting those LinkedIn posts, and everything we're doing on Facebook, and just Google us. You want to support the Disability Channel, just participate in everything we're putting out there online. And not seeing our website yet, go to the disabilitychannel.ca. CA and founded out of Toronto, Canada, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Great work, and leading the way in inclusion in the mass media industry. So with that, Emily, I'm going to put it over to you. That's with what Marianne came for. So let's get the build up going, Emily. This is something we call OMG, EMG, these initials. Take it away, Emily.
Marianne, as Kurt was saying, we went through the Happy Neighborhood Project initially as Marianne of Waikiki, as she was living at the time, but is now in Mexico. So now it's changed to Marianne de Mexico. And she has an Acts of Kindness book series, and has sign language characters, puppets, and has several app games now on Apple and Android. So, Marianne, I'll pass it over to you to add anything you.
Well, thank you, Emily and Kurt, for having me talk about the Acts of Kindness series. And we just got off with Leon Clean Water Foundation, who we're going to be partnering with. Emily's going to be doing some major event fundraising, and it brings filters to 35 countries. So I'm really excited. I'm happy that he can join us. We had a great time last week too to educate the Disability Channel and the world of what we see the vision and the mission of the Acts of Kindness series, and how we can bring this worldwide. So yeah, thank you, Emily. I am the author of the Acts of Kindness series, featuring 200 full Manus puppets. The books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and soundtrack by Lucy Perfect Way. So how did this all start? Well, I was over there and on my own healing journey, and the universe provided for us to meet. I Unity Church of Hawaii, and I'm a deaf man on Easter, which we just passed. So I think we're over 13, 14 years now that I signed. And through guided meditation, I asked what my next purpose was. I was channeled down that I was going to write a series of children's sign language books with puppets. And I kind of laughed. And I walked down to the Alma Mall, and there was a tree of folk Manus puppets, and there was a chicken puppet. And I could put my hands in and sign one. And the creativity just started. I would be sitting on a sailboat where I got to creatively write these books that was showing up. And then I would be Church of Hawaii, and topics were talked about, like rising above sea level. And all this information was just channeling down to me. I was signing, and I would look over at my co-writer, Suzanne Sims, at the church. Oh, that's the name of the next chapter. This is the name of the chapter. And so Scott and I would meet, and we've also gone on a dolphin excursion to swim with the dolphins. And Lucy would come in and sing at the church. And she did other events with a band called The Waves, and mixed songs like Whales and Dolphins. So all of us got our minds together, a meeting of the minds, and I was able to start creating the outlines of the characters. And Suzanne does the writing and format. And we put the lyrics of Lucy in the Perfect Way of Lucy Lynch at the back of the book. So we created the first book actually for the Animal Planet TV show Tank Guys. They were doing a show and they were bringing a aquarium into a children's hospital back in Detroit, Michigan. And I used to be a medical sales rep over there. And I called them, they liked the idea, so we wrote the book. And a little bit about Suzanne is that her first husband, the late Colonel James Shannon, actually wrote the movie Men Who Stare at Goats, featuring George Clooney. So her and her husband came up with this idea and concept about the New Earth Army, and we created a sea turtle named the General of the New Earth Army, who recruits Noah the hard-of-hearing whale to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. So we have all these gyros circling around worldwide, and well, what do we do? So you're going to want stories. And the second book is Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, with an anti-bullying message featuring 20 more folk Mantis puppets, featuring Harry the hard-of-hearing rabbit, Chelsea the courageous sign language chicken, again, that folk Mantis chicken that I saw standing there on the tree, and Eve the finger spelling bumblebee. Well, Harry has to learn to stand in his power because he's bullied by a bullfrog and a female French bulldog, and they sail around the island of Oahu and end up on Magic Island, and they have a first party. So it's really kind of activities and parades that they have and different communities, and well, they have to stand in their power, and we find out that the bullies didn't feel comfortable because they didn't know sign language. So everybody wins in the stories, and Suzanne and I are going to start writing the third sequel for climate change called Cool Acts of Kindness, and we're going to incorporate, again, Leon McLaughlin's Clean Water Foundation as characters and messages. So I've been creatively working with my Fiverr team out of Pakistan to create the flyers, the books, the barcodes for the books, and the Apple app games that have been uploaded. So you read the chapters of the books, you go visit the website, actsofkindnessseries.com, and you can meet the signing characters doing the ASL alphabet. And then you can go play the Apple app games. Actually, they're free and test your skills, but they're also so beautifully graphic designed. And you can see not only from reading the book, now you can kind of get an idea of the feel of what kind of physical activities happening. And it's actually for all ages of the heart to test your skills at any time of the day. And so I'm just really excited to have that creativity and that drive not to give up, because we have a half of people worldwide with a hearing loss who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. And we're partnering with Lawrence Wingate in the Disability Channel. And Lawrence is a retired Army, and he has studios called Wingate Studios. So the vision and the mission is to bring them into animation movies, and no one has done that with sign language characters. And we can get this all accomplished through Happy Neighborhood Projects. So with Happy Neighborhood Projects, we've opened up the doors, starting at little cities here at a time. Then we opened up the ability where, yes, I did volunteer my services for a year of signing in Hawaii and networking, and had the opportunity to join my neighbor and sail to Mexico. And during the summer last year, I was in Cabo and worked with Travis, another partner for the American Disabilities Act, who evaluates websites. So all businesses need to make sure you're ADA compliant. And he is helping me with some of the, the new characters and moving forward to translation worldwide. So it's limited of what I can do with all these amazing characters. So think of me as kind of like your next J.K. Rowling, Dora the Explorer, and we're going to retell like Hello Kitty. So again, Apple has the app games up there to check out. We just launched 2 of them in the last 2 weeks. And we just have a few little quirks here, just kind of changing the description on the app game for Apple, and we'll have then the 11th game up. So I'm creatively working, at different various hours. Again, gracias to the Fiverr team And again, looking forward to fundraising with Leon to bring this vision and mission to the world. Back to you, Emily and Kurt.
All right, Emily, let's dive into those announcements by Jay Stoyan, founder and operator of the Disability Channel, team producer. He's got some announcements for us to get into this program. Take it away, Emily.
We are having this year we are having the Good Friends World Tour that starts in June. It's a tour from Cleveland, Ohio, and Toronto, Ontario, Canada. It's touring their U.S. and Canada. And the Southern Outlaws Band. They recently performed at the 2 Hot Radio stage with Rock Nation at the Arizona Super Bowl 2023, along with Dino Jubert, the Mighty One, and Tara Kai. And we are honored and privileged to bring awareness and support for Project Die Hard, which is a veteran-owned, veteran-run nonprofit out of Paducah, Kentucky, whose goal is to use 90% of all donations towards their veteran programs. And we are sharing our journey with millions of people worldwide through performance, radio, TV, social media. So tickets will be on sale soon. And if you'd like more information, go to goodfriendsworldtour.com. goodfriendsworldtour.com. And any other announcements you have to say, Kurt?
Yeah, we have enjoyed getting on board through the efforts of Tom Tong out of California. He's got us involved in Zen Delivery. So basically, a way to show support to the work we're doing is, if any of you know somebody in the hospitality industry, restaurant business, food business, serving up food where it came out on delivery. We are serving restaurants that way and increasing revenues for our projects. And then we also have Skip the Big Box. So take a look at skipthebigbox.com and take a look at how people around the world can all get a free listing. And with this mantra of dare to be local, and it's a shopping revolution. And then we've got Bernie's Book Bank. And so Bernie's Book Bank is going to be visiting with me personally. So Brian Floriani, the founder of that, is going to be traveling from the home base in Chicago, Illinois, USA, and traveling up to Milwaukee, up to my area. And so we are hailing out for anyone who on Thursday, April 27th, would like to join us. And we are game to go anywhere between Chicago and Milwaukee and all across Southeast Wisconsin. We're just looking for people to be interested. And then obviously for any time outside of 10 a.m. Central and 1 Central, that's kind of the time that we're looking to do these visits. Anytime out of that, we're available anytime for a phone call, Zoom conversation, whatever, to talk about Bernie's Book Banks. So with that, let's see here, Emily, what other projects are we working on that everybody should know about?
Maybe they're the Mutual Aid Network or Helpopedia. Helpopedia is a organization that was started last August, helping youth especially high school and college age students, with getting into college and employment and finding a job, maybe before, after, during, and so on. And we've also started there are several different chapters, like a well-being one, a New Jersey one. About a month ago, we started a chapter for Kurt School District. So I think there's several others. So if anybody's interested in being a part of that somehow, the Mutual Aid Network is a alternative economic solution that includes time banking, which is basically helping people without necessarily a financial incentive. And the Mutual Aid Network has quarterly solidarity summits. So if anybody is interested in either or both of those things, to reach out to or connect with us. And we have several other shows that we do besides this one. And we would love everybody to join us on any one or more of them if your schedule allows. So connect with me about that as well. Anything you'd like to add to any of that, Kurt? Or additionally?
Yeah. Again, big thanks to Marianne Waikiki. She goes by now Marianne de Mexico. All of the great works through Acts of Kindness with the finger puppets and the book series and with the app games and just all the great work Marianne does. Obviously, Marianne is there to serve far and wide and for the Donors Choose program. So please stay with us at the Disability Channel to find all those ways that you can support the ongoing work we're doing in our TV production and all of our live streaming and social media works, and with our educational platform, Digital Ventures. And with that, don't forget about our fiscal aid project, Die Hard. We have Brian Gibson is going to be doing an invitational on Wednesday, April 26th. Please help spread the word on that at 2 p.m. Central, 3 o'clock Eastern. We're going to have Brian Gibson on, perhaps a lot of folks through the Happy Neighborhood Project. We'll have our friends from Zen Delivery, maybe Zach Clayton from Community Pay It Forward, and on and on. We're going to try to get the support networks for Project Die Hard together, try to get some new blood in there, some new prospects, and really hit this hard with many hands make light work. So again, that's a great invitational. The Zoom link for that is with the personal link name. So on Zoom, click join the meeting for joining. It's the personal link name Ability Now. You can join us with Brian, the president of Project Die Hard. So with that, that'll do it for this episode. We hope you keep tuning into our episodes and catch the next one when we have my wife Sue Roskopf back, and we're always toggling around Marianne's journeys and travels for when she can make it in with us. She tends to join us for several of our shows, so lots of possibilities. Tune in next time, and again, take a look there, Emily, HMP ambassadors. So go ahead and check out happyneighborproject.com. Short link for that is HMP. ABC.com. And I'm Kurt Roskopf, your ambassador with the Disability Channel. Proud, pleased, and privileged to be the host for this, your TDC Today Show. So with that, Emily, take it away. Take us on out of here. We are done. Thanks, everybody. Great show.
Recording stopped.
All right. So we got that one cranked